Brendan Smith from Smith's Restaurant and Bar in Philadelphia, probably the only Patriots bar in Philadelphia. Really don't know how we got into that, but I'll get into that later. Anyway, we are a bar that started in 2007 off of a passion that I had for Philadelphia sports and family and good food and just a fun place to hang out. I mean, we started in 2007, and it almost sounded, it was actually a way for me to reconnect with my father. I mean, I'm one of 9 kids, and we actually bonded, and we grew, and he supported the business, and he drank Budweisers at the end of the bar. And unfortunately, we lost him last year. And I really did think that it was in late 2019, and I couldn't believe that 2020, I remember saying, it was going to be a good year. And we really were turning things around. We have been hit very hard because of COVID-19 and the different lockdowns. Because of the lockdowns, we were awarded PPP, and I thought we did the right thing with giving it to the employees and trying to keep them employed. Unfortunately, the PPP was only supposed to last 2 months, and by trying to do the right thing, that means that you were out of money by mid-June, and we were out of money. And we did do it the right way, and we gave it to the employees, and we kept health insurance going, and we kept payroll going. And after that, you thought that there was going to be another round because there was another round of lockdowns. And unfortunately, because of politics, or nobody knew that COVID was this bad, we weren't able to reopen. And that's when things got really, really difficult. And we weren't able to, we didn't have the reserves to be able to perform outside dining. We really aren't an outside dining type of place. And again, after 15 years, it's not about me, and the business. It's about Philadelphia, and it's about being non-corporate in Philadelphia. And this place isn't sterile. It lives, it breathes, it's fun. It is, I was talking to somebody who says, I said, how do you describe Smith? He says, unpretentious and unapologetic. And anyone from Center City knows what I'm talking about. The employees that I have, I mean, it sounds almost soap opera-ish, but I had to cancel my health insurance at the exact time that I had an executive chef who has been working for me for 20 years through the Kimmel Center and through, and he got liver cancer. Funny, the guy doesn't even drink. So, talk about unfortunate. He had to go on to a welfare health plan. And I couldn't do that for you. And I can't tell you the amount of embarrassment that you have, and just not being able to get out of bed. And it wasn't until a friend of mine, Jeff, who said, hey, have you looked into Barstool? Because there is an avenue, and it's not about politics. It's not about city government. He says, you know, they can help, and there are people that actually do care. Because I got to tell you, small businesses are really being underrepresented, and I didn't want to put good money after bad, and I was hesitant about taking handouts because I didn't know whether or not it was going to be worth it. Now I see that it actually can be worth it, and what I want to do is to give back to the community the way they're giving to me. And I know that Gambling House is right around the corner of Rittenhouse Square, and I want to cater it and do it, and I want to give back, and I want to help the people that help me, and I want to be the fiber and the DNA of this community, again, the way we have been for the past 15 years. Smith's was a great place for me to reconnect with my family and the employees that turned into my family. And just like a family, we had our good times and bad times, but they were still my family. They are the ones that created it. It's the bartenders, it's the chefs, it's the partners that I've had all throughout the 15 years that created Smith's identity and made it what it is for the patrons of Philadelphia. I mean, we are Philadelphia, and we wouldn't have lasted this long. Philadelphia can smell a fraud or a fake. I mean, we were real. We cared about people. Construction workers in hard hats were sitting next to, lawyers and businessmen. I mean, it's where the girls that were decked out on a Saturday night got to hang out with the girl that's in a baseball hat, watching the Villanova game. You can't write a business plan that says, hey, I'm going to open up a Patriots bar in Philadelphia. But that's what we were. I mean, when we started out, we were a Browns bar. But it really took off when the Patriots started to come and the transplants from Boston came here, and they found a home here in the fact that they weren't persecuted, they weren't, they were treated like everybody else. I mean, to the point where it is nice that the Patriots went on a massive run. That helped. But to the point where when the Eagles played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, again, I'm an Eagles fan. I actually had to split this place. And again, everyone says, well, you need the Patriots to be there. I said, no. I said, I'm an Eagles fan. I said, so what we did was we turned the two halves. One half was Eagles, one half was Patriots, and we dressed everybody up in referee uniforms. Because what is more Philadelphia than to heckle and to have the right to heckle each other going back and forth? And that's really what Smith's was, is that, and could be again, because you are the same at Smith's.